At this time, I am happy to call upon Ms. Nicole Jamanet to give us her special presentation. We are soon.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, aku pedas. Hero, Rani Harrison, Crystal Taku to the alternate day organizing committee for inviting me to speak to you all. And greetings to our distinguished guest speakers and to you, our leaders of today and tomorrow. Well, first I'd like to start off with why is the ocean important and why is it important for us to be guardians of the ocean. We all know that the oceans are important for our economic, social, and cultural well-being. It's also home to many of our marine natural resources that we depend on for survival. And these resources include our tuna, groupers, our octopus, crabs, lobsters, sea cucumbers, and clams. And all of these dwell in our precious ocean waters. With that being said, we don't only want to protect our home islands, but we also want to protect the homes of our marine species, right? So our tuna, our dolphins, stingrays, and our beautiful, vibrant coral reefs. But what kind of world would this be if we only had an ocean that was just rubble and sand? We want to protect our oceans and be proud of it. People will travel miles and miles and pay hundreds and even thousands of dollars to see a beautiful ocean and coral reef. But us, we live here in paradise and we can just walk outside of our houses and jump right into the ocean. So we're very blessed. And we're very blessed to have our beautiful islands surrounded by the different colors of blue water. And these blue waters are filled with rich diversity that we need to take care of. Our oceans are also part of who we are, and these are the very oceans that our ancestors, who were navigators, have crossed in their canoe to establish a new life for us. And these are also the waters that have fed our ancestors. The ocean nourished them with food, but it also nourished them through a cultural and spiritual sense. And it is these waters that we need to protect and sustain for our families, our country, and our future. I'm one of the very few that can say that I've seen the ocean from the top of the sandy beaches all the way down to the very bottom of the Challenger Deep in the Mariana Trench. And while I was in the submersible going down, I was just watching the light blue color of the ocean change to different shades from light blue all the way to blackness. And I thought about all the unique species that live in these unimaginable depths. And I couldn't believe that all of these species live right here in my backyard in FSM's EEC. What an honor it is to say that we hold these valuable and world treasures here in our home waters. Now before I went on the expedition, I watched the videos of the unique creatures that were discovered by Victor Vescovo's crew. And it made me feel so proud and so happy that these were here, that these were in our waters, in our territory. And it made me want to know more about these creatures. But you know, when I went down to the bottom of the Challenger Deep, do you know what I saw? Can anybody guess what I saw down there, laying on the ocean floor? I saw trash. I saw plastic line. I saw plastic rope. And after seeing that, you know, all my happiness and pride went away because I was just so ashamed and disappointed that we humans are really trash. And like our trash is even making it to the bottom of the ocean depths. And so this is really a call for us to really take responsibility of what we do on land. You know, what we put in the ocean, if we're going to put trash in the ocean, then we're going to end up eating trash because the fish that we eat will eat the trash and then we're going to eat the fish that eat the trash. So if we want to be healthy, then we need to keep our oceans healthy. You don't want your family or relatives or your future children eating trash, okay? So we really need to take big steps in taking care of our waters and making sure that our trash is disposed properly. You are all the future, but you are also the present leaders of today. So not only future, but also present day leaders. And you all have the drive, you all have the motivation, you all have the curiosity and the brains to understand what is going on in our oceans and question, what can I do, or what can we need to do as a collective to take care of our waters. And it's never too late to make a difference, never too late. So if you have younger siblings, younger relatives, tell them that they can make a difference too. They don't have to wait. And I hope that, for us to enjoy what our oceans provide us, we need to also be aware of our actions as well. Whether it be on land or in the ocean, because everything is connected. So I hope we can all work together with our government leaders, our traditional leaders, community, and environmental organizations to ensure that our marine resources are being managed properly so that there will be a continuous natural population supply that will sustain us, sustain our families, and our country for today, tomorrow, and the future. Mr. Taco.
So, Nicole, I'd like to open up this time for Q&A opportunity with the students. If there is any questions that you want to ask Ms. Jansen, floor is now open for questions. Anyone?
Can you introduce who she is so everyone will know? Nicole, can you tell Hi Nicole, this is Roger. Good to see you. Can you see me?
I cannot hear you clearly.
Yeah, come closer. Hopefully the students can come closer too. Okay, I'd like to take this opportunity again simply because I want everyone to know who you are exactly. Ms. Nicole Yamase is a scientist, sister first, Pacific Islander, to ever go down to the deepest or the deepest part of the ocean in the world, which is in our water, in the Marianas Trench. So let's see what